Alright, hello everyone. I'm here for a layout I'm doing. It's called Snow Blizzard. It's when I went home a few years ago during, or while I was there, we had a snow blizzard. And I went out and took some pictures. So I have that layout to show you. And I'm going to start with this paper. Didn't come from a paper pack, any kind of sort of paper pack. I believe where I bought it from was scrapbooking.com. Several years ago I had bought it, and so anyway, yeah, and it says on the back it's Carol Wilson Fine Arts SCP-138C. So I'm sure you could probably go to scrapbooking.com and type in those numbers and maybe it'll pop up. Anyway, I have, whoops, that's upside down. That's the top. I have a snow border, which I have cut at 8 3/4. Yeah, is it 8 3/4? Look, snow border. It's from Everyday Paper Dolls, and I have it cut at 8 3/4 wide by 3 1/4 inches high. And I took some blue color box ink and inked around the edges, and then I took this right here, bought it at Joann's. It's a snowflakes Cuttlebug embossing folder, and I wanted it to order it when it was on sale. These were on sale for $1.99, I think. Yeah, $1.99 or $2.99. I think it was $1.99. I know it was really cheap, so I bought a whole bunch of them. Anyway, and this one was out of stock, and I found it at the store. Granted, I had to pay $4.99, but hey, I wanted it for these winter layouts. So I used that to emboss snow on my snow border, and then I took a makeup wedge and I just lightly rubbed it over the top. Actually, I took my same ink. I'm sorry. That's what I did to a practice one to see what it would look like. And this one was more light, more subtle. The other one was more bright. And so this one matched the colors in the paper better. Anyway, so I took the color box because it's cat eye, and I just rubbed it over the embossed edge, the raised edges. And that's going to go at the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Actually, hold on, my snowman is going underneath it, so I don't want to glue over here. I'll glue over here. Oh, you're probably going to hear my bulldog. He's itching. And all the bottom. And I cut it slightly larger than my paper so I can just turn it over and cut off the excess, so that way I can make sure it goes, because sometimes I'll cut it at 8 1/2, but it's not truly 8 1/2. It doesn't want to go all the way across. So, and I have my photo mats, which are 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, and this one, I forgot to measure it, but it is 3 1/4 by, let's see here, yeah, I think it's 3. Actually, let me do it over here because it's easier. So it's 3 1/4 by, I think it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I forgot to mention that. I'll write that down here. I read it on my little cheat sheet over here. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Alright. So, how'd this go? Oh, I'm going to put these photo mats out. This is on top. And then this photo goes like so. My snowman's going to go like this. Oh, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. My cat is... Oh, and I used a snowflake for my... Let me zoom in. I used a snowflake for my O in snow. And I used some glitter on my title. And the snowflake for my title is cut at 1 1/4 inches. And my snowman, he is cut at, let me look, he is cut at, oh, and the title is from All Mixed Up, and it is cut at 1 inch high. And my snowman, he is from Doodlecharms, and he is cut at 3 inches. The hat is from, he's the magician hat from Paper Doll Dress Up, and it is 3 1/4 inches high. And the scarf is Everyday Paper Dolls, and it is cut at 8 1/2 inches high. I used Cricut Craft Room because I don't have my gypsy back yet. Waiting on my third gypsy. I pray this one works right. No calibration errors. Anyway, and it said this scarf was only like 2.2 something inches, and when I wanted to double check, I always go back and I double check using Cricut Craft Room, and it come up super tiny, and so I kept doing different sizes until I come up with one that was close to this, and that was 8 1/2 inches high. Because I just kind of just laid it on here and then stretched it to fit him. So I didn't actually plug in a size. Okay, so that's how I did him. And then I have, oh, I'm going to have to fix that. It got scratched. Anyway, I took some silver brads, and these were a deep red, and I used just a black Sharpie, and I colored them. I used the tweezers to hold on to them, and then I colored them, let them dry, and then put them on my snowman. I chalked his cheeks and his carrot nose. And this paper was some scraps, and it come from the All Seasons Pack 2. I do believe. Let me double check that. I think I'm wrong. I do not think it come from that one. All Seasons. Oh yeah, it did. All Seasons 2. This one right here. Okay, it was this right here. It was a scrap off of First Winter in the baby page I did. Alright. And so that is everything for the first page. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this photo mat down first. Let's start with it. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I used the snowflake. I used the... Oh, I'm yawning for some reason. I'm sorry. I use a snowflake Cuttlebug embossing folder for these, for my photo mats as well. This is angling anyway, so. Oh, there's my phone. Someone's texting me, and I'm sure you're gonna hear it. Here's another video I did that you can hear the Jetsons, barely, but you can hear the Jetsons in the background. And I tell you what, I had the TV turned down all the way to 5, I think, or maybe it was 7 or 8. Forget, but I was like, good night. I have that turned way down because I always pre-listen to my video. I always listen to my videos before I post them. And I was like, wow, I can hear that TV. I think that's what I normally, I sometimes mute it. And then this one particular time, I think I muted it. And I'm going to do my other photo mat, my smaller photo mat. because they were all landscape and I can't fit on 8.5. Can't fit them all on being landscaped. Alright. Go look at this one. Yeah, I'll do this one. And he gets angled right above the snowman. And do it just like this. Let me double check, make sure that his kind of, pretty sure it's square the same all the way around. Yeah, it is. So that's gonna go there. And last but not least, my symbol. I'm going to use my ATG for most of him, but his arms are going to use my chisel point zig 2-way. I've got my bulldog hedges. It's tired. I don't want to say that too loud. It is in here. Alright, I'm going to glue my scarf. I'm going to glue on my scarves because we're going to go above the snow while my snowman goes underneath. I want to have to, whoops, I want his buttons to show. This is going to go just like that. And I need to fix, I think I brought my Sharpie back in here. Here we go. See, this is all I did. I just took a Sharpie. I didn't have them on my snowman when I did this, but I just have a regular Sharpie. I actually bought it at the grocery store, Publix, if you have a Publix. Alright, oh, I gotta do my title. I was gonna say that's it. I'm gonna have to use my zig. Alright, and it's gonna go like so. And this has glitter on the paper as well. That's kind of why I did glitter on my title. I'm not a big fan. I like glitter. I love using glitter. But I'm not a big fan of it just because it is so messy. And it's hard finding anything that glitter will stick to really well. I use the spray adhesive and I like it. It's a bit messy, but the glitter still comes off. And the zig 2-way says it's for glitter, but it does not hold glitter. Some of my pages that I did for my preschool class, the girl pages, I used glitter, and it's almost, a lot of the letters don't have much glitter left on them. And I haven't used a sticker machine, but the cartridges are so expensive. I hate to, although I don't glitter too often. I might have to try the sticker machine. Seems like I tried that before and that didn't work either. If anybody has any ideas on how they glitter, I'm open for suggestions. Because I would love to I like using glitter. It's just messy. It sticks everywhere, and I haven't found a really good adhesive that will stick to it. I tried to paint on tack it over and over, because I thought, well, that's repositionable. And I thought, that probably isn't going to work because that's repositionable. You can take things on or off. So I thought, the glitter will probably rub off. I might have to take and use, I'm going to get my glue for that. I'm not going to use my zig to it because it's not staying on my page. Alright, and that is the first page. I love how that shimmers in the light. Alright. And I'm going to bring over the second page, which I already have laid out, and I've lost a Z. Because even using the spray adhesive, it's sticking on there. Some of my letters have more glitter than others. I really wish I could find an awesome solution to using glitter. Alright. And for my journaling, it's 3 by 3. And I'm not sure if I like the one I was going to do. I already have it wrote. And I'm not sure if I like it. I'll show it to you. What I did is I wrote down what it was I wanted to say. And then I embossed. Snowflakes. But I'm not sure because it's kind of hard to read it. To me it is. Yeah, somewhat. I guess maybe I should I might have to go back over it with a black pen. Because I did take and put white ink on it. And I think I did that. I wrote it, embossed it, and then did the white ink. So yeah. Probably might go back over it and see if that'll fix it. I'm not sure. But I like it because it matches my photo mats. And usually embossing then journaling is not good because it's I need to cut the. I'm gonna wait till I had everything down to cut it, or I'll forget. Usually I wait till I got. What was I gonna say? Alright. This I already glued down because I knew I was going to show you how I did it on the first page. So I went ahead and glued this down. I took a razor blade or my X-Acto blade, a cutting knife, and I cut a slit in here and slipped my because I wanted my house down in the snow a little bit. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in and see if you can see where I slit. I just took my blade, I took the snow and I put it up. Oh, I'll stand myself, the lid come off. Anyway, and so I put the snow down on my glass and I just took my blade and I kind of put my house down here so I can measure, where do I want it. And then I put my house down here, and then I just up a little higher than what the trees trunks are. I went up underneath the tree trunks just a little higher, and I took my blade and I just cut going across. That way this can slip inside. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Alright. Zoom it back out. Alright. Alright. Because that's how I had it. Okay. So I think I might use my journaling and then just go back over it because I do like that. I cut another one just in case, but I think I'm going to use this. And I already did stuck down my photo mat, and I did take white ink and I just went over. You know what? Did I do all my photo mats? Oh my goodness, I'm such a tired. I think I only did this one for some reason. I thought I did all of them. Maybe I did, and this one's just more. Yeah, I guess I did do them all. Okay. This one just is a little darker for some reason because I can tell. Thought I remembered doing it. Because I left for a little while. I was working on this, and then my husband wanted to go to lunch because I go back to school on Tuesday. So don't get to scrapbook. It's really sad. I miss my kids, but I'd rather stay home and scrapbook. I like it. This is my therapy. So I really enjoy it when I come home from all day being with the kids, and so I run after 20, 4 and 5-year-olds. Some of them have turned 5. Yeah, but yeah. That's why I don't have kids of my own, so I can come home and relax. And my husband and I, we like to just, oh hey, let's go out to eat, last minute type of thing, and okay, we don't have to worry about babysitter. But I would go ahead and glue this photo mat down. I'm going to glue my title last, I think. Alright. Get this glue down. And then anyway, so then I had to come back to it. So I sort of knew where I left off. Whoops. I just messed up my letters again. Alright, let me... No, I hate to cover up all this stuff. It's so pretty. I've seen some papers. Where was I at? Joanne's. My brother wanted to do start his scrapbook for... He finished Hawaii. And he wants to do his scrapbook for when we went up to Iowa on the farm. And so got his pictures, and he wanted to go see. I cannot find much for farming papers. I guess I'm gonna have to go online. Joanne's really didn't have too much. Alright, and this is gonna go straight on, but I like it kind of at an angle like so. Alright. Well, actually, I'm going to move it up a little bit. Just angle it up here. Kind of in between the house and the title. Alright. There we go. And I'm going to glue down the title. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Alright, I am back. My title is glued on. So that will complete the... Actually, you know what? I did not tell you. Let me take that back. I didn't tell you. The house I got from Joy's of the season, and it's cut at 5 inches. I forgot to mention that. And I had to use a paint pen, and I colored this in and a little bit above the chimney to make it look like snow. And I put my... Let me zoom in so you can see. I took my trees and I embossed it using this. It's floral screen. Alright. And that's what I did for that. And then I used yellow paper. I cut it out and see here the roof and see here. I cut it out in yellow, tan, and then I cut the roof and the door in brown, and then I had to cut the whole thing again in brown so I could cut... How did I do that? I cut the tree, because I needed the tree trunks brown. So I cut the trees off the house, that's how it was. Cut the trees off the house, and then laid the brown over the yellow, and then just this green piece was the layer without the trunk. Okay. Anyway, so we zoom back out. So here are the 2-page layout completed. And I thank you for watching. Bye.